August 22, 2025, Dallas, Texas, 11:47 p.m. Jessica Martinez requested ride through phone app, popular ride-sharing service. Destination, airport. Driver arrived 3 minutes later. Clean car, good ratings, professional appearance. Jessica climbed into back seat, set luggage beside her. Driver smiled. Airport, right? No problem. Drove off. Smooth ride, polite conversation, perfect service. But beneath trunk floor, hidden in custom-engineered compartment, 20 kilograms of pure methamphetamine. Street value, $1 million. Driver didn't know. Was innocent participant. Hired normally through app. Drove passengers legitimately. Never suspected trunk modifications. Was unknowing mule in billion-dollar conspiracy. For 18 months, Cartel had infiltrated ride-sharing platforms. Not just one service. All major platforms. 10,000 drivers recruited. Some knew, most didn't. Vehicles were modified without driver knowledge. Maintenance appointments were actually cartel modifications. Free oil change was trunk compartment installation. Complimentary inspection was drug loading. Drivers thought they were getting benefits. Actually, were becoming traffickers. 50 tons moved through ride-sharing services, all while passengers sat in back seats. Rating drivers 5 stars. Completely unaware. But August 2025 was different. DEA had discovered the operation, tracked modifications, identified recruiting patterns, understood system completely. Tonight was takedown. 10,000 drivers, 25 cities, simultaneous arrests, largest ride-sharing enforcement action in history. When federal power targets everyday services, nowhere is safe. Not even your ride home. 10,000 drivers, 50 tons smuggled. Passengers rating 5 stars while sitting above drugs. Comment if you think vehicle modifications without driver knowledge is kidnapping. The infiltration began strategically. January 2024. Sinaloa cartel leadership studied American transportation. Traditional smuggling was failing. Border security improved. Highway checkpoints increased. Seizures were up. Needed new method. Something invisible. Something trusted. Something everywhere. Ride-sharing services were perfect. Analysis revealed vulnerability. Millions of rides daily. Thousands of drivers. Hundreds of vehicles constantly moving. Nobody suspicious of ride-share cars. Police ignored them. Checkpoints waved them through. Perfect camouflage. Plus, automated dispatch meant no human oversight. Algorithm assigned rides. Computer tracked locations. No person verified cargo. System was blind. Exploitable. Perfect. Recruitment began carefully. Cartel operatives applied as drivers. Background checks were passed. Clean records. Good vehicles. Professional demeanor. Were approved. Started driving. Built ratings. Established legitimacy. Then began recruiting others. Want to make extra money? Just let us use your trunk sometimes. You won't know when. Won't be responsible. Just drive normally. We pay $5,000 monthly. Desperation made acceptance easy. Economic pressure overcame ethics. But most drivers weren't recruited. Were exploited. Cartel operatives worked as mechanics. Opened shops near driver hubs. Offered free maintenance for drivers. Oil changes. Tire rotations. Inspections. All free. Generous. Suspicious. Nobody questioned. Hundreds of drivers used services. Thought they were lucky. Actually were being modified. Hit like if you believe all ride-sharing vehicles should face random federal inspections. Modifications were professional. Military engineering. Trunk floors were removed. Hydraulic compartments installed. 20-30 kilogram capacity. Accessible only through specific sequence. Regular trunk opening showed normal cargo space, but hidden release triggered compartment access. Driver never knew. Passengers never suspected. Law enforcement never checked. Perfect concealment. Installation took 6 hours. Driver dropped car for full service detail. Told to return next day. Meanwhile, compartment was installed, tested, loaded. Vehicle returned looking identical. Driver noticed nothing. Continued normal operations. Picking up passengers. Driving routes. Earning money. All while carrying 20-kilo methamphetamine in hidden compartment. Automated services made system better. Traditional taxis had dispatchers. Humans who might notice patterns. Question frequent trips. Report suspicious behavior. But ride-sharing was algorithmic. Computer-assigned rides. Software tracked routes. No human oversight. No questions asked. No suspicions raised. Algorithm didn't care if driver made unusual stops. Didn't notice frequent maintenance appointments. Didn't flag behavior. Was blind. Perfectly exploitable. Even better, self-driving features were emerging. Some services testing autonomous vehicles. Cartel leadership was excited. Imagine, robot cars delivering drugs. No driver. No witness. No liability. Perfect system. They began recruiting engineers. Preparing for future. When fully autonomous vehicles arrived, trafficking would become unstoppable. Unless law enforcement acted first. The operational system was sophisticated. Cartel coordinators monitored ride-sharing apps, tracked specific drivers, those with modified vehicles. When driver was near location, coordinator requested ride, not for passenger, for drug transfer. Driver picked up passenger, who was cartel operative. Brief ride. Operative accessed trunk during ride. Retrieved drugs from compartment. Driver never saw. Never knew. Continued driving. Next pickup was real passenger. Normal service. Innocent transportation. Perfect cover. Distribution was nationwide. Dallas, Houston, Los Angeles, Phoenix, Chicago, Atlanta, Miami, New York, 25 major cities, 400 drivers per city, 10,000 total, each making one cartel pickup weekly, some more frequent. System moved 50 tons over 18 months. $2.5 billion street value. Most successful urban trafficking operation in history. Too sophisticated, or exactly why federal monitoring of gig economy needed. Comment S or F. The discovery came through accident. June 2025. Routine traffic stop. Dallas police. Ride-sharing vehicle pulled over. Broken taillight. Officer approached. Driver cooperative. Handed license. Registration. Insurance. Everything proper. Officer noticed nothing suspicious. Until K9 unit arrived for different stop. Dog walked past rideshare car. Sat down. Passive alert. Narcotics detected. Officer was confused. Driver seemed innocent. No criminal record. Clean vehicle. Good ratings on app. 4.98 stars. Thousands of trips. But dog doesn't lie. Sir, please step out of vehicle. We need to search. Driver was terrified. I don't have drugs. I'm just driver. I pick up passengers. Officer believed him, but conducted search anyway. Trunk was opened. Nothing visible. Clean cargo area. Empty except spare tire. Officer almost closed trunk. But K9 handler insisted. Dog indicated strongly. Something is here. Officers searched thoroughly. Found nothing. Were about to give up. Then one officer noticed trunk floor was slightly too thick. Used crowbar. Pried up panel. Found hydraulic compartment. Containing 20 kilograms crystal methamphetamine. Driver collapsed. Started crying. I didn't know. I swear I didn't know. I just drive passengers. I never put drugs in car. Someone did this without telling me. Officers analyzed situation. Driver's reaction was genuine. Terror was real. Wasn't acting. Truly didn't know. Was victim. Exploited without consent. Vehicle weaponized without knowledge. Investigation expanded. DEA was notified. Special Agent Robert Chen took case. Financial Crimes Division. If one rideshare driver was modified without knowledge, how many others? Question was terrifying. Implications were enormous. Began investigation immediately. Surveillance of maintenance shops revealed pattern. Shops near driver hubs, offering free services. Dozens of drivers daily. Some vehicles taken to back areas, worked on for hours. Others received normal service. What was difference? Investigation revealed. Cartel operatives selected specific vehicles. Criteria unknown. But selection was systematic, targeted, intentional. Undercover operation was implemented. DEA agent applied as rideshare driver. Was approved. Began driving. Waited for recruitment. After 3 weeks, received message. Want extra income? Contact this number. Agent contacted. Was offered $5,000 monthly for storage access. Agent agreed. Was directed to specific mechanic shop. Free maintenance. Agent's vehicle was modified. Compartment installed. Agent didn't notice to maintain cover. Now was active mule. Could track entire operation from inside. Intelligence revealed scope. 10,000 drivers nationwide. 25 cities. Approximately 3,000 knew about compartments. Were willing participants. Others 7,000 were unknowing. Exploited. Modified without consent. Were victims and criminals simultaneously. Legal situation was complex. Ethical situation was clear. They were used. Should drivers exploited without knowledge face charges or protection? Comment C or P. Planning raid required unprecedented coordination. 10,000 targets. 25 cities. Simultaneous execution required. Timing was critical. If one city raided early, others would be warned. Entire network would scatter. Evidence would vanish. Single operation. Single moment. Complete success or complete failure. DEA coordinated with FBI, ATF, state police in 25 states, local departments in target cities. Total, 15,000 federal and state agents. Largest domestic operation since war on drugs began. Every driver was tracked via app. GPS locations known. When strike time came, every driver would be intercepted. Simultaneously, vehicles seized. Drivers questioned. Evidence collected. All at once. Strike date was set. August 28, 2025. Tuesday. Normal day. High ride volume. Maximum drivers active. 6 p.m. was chosen. Evening rush hour. Drivers picking up commuters. All busy. All tracked. All targeted. Coordination was checked repeatedly. Every city confirmed ready. Every team positioned. Everything prepared. August 28, 2025. 5:45 p.m. Final briefing. Chen addressed command centers nationwide via video. This is historic operation. 10,000 targets. Simultaneously. If we succeed, we destroy major trafficking network. If we fail, we lose them all. Execute perfectly. Protect innocent drivers. Arrest guilty operators. Seize all evidence. Questions? None. Everyone knew stakes. Everyone was ready. 6 p.m. Order given. All stations. Execute. 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 Across America, scene repeated. Ride-sharing vehicles were intercepted. Dallas, Houston, Los Angeles, Phoenix, Chicago, everywhere, simultaneously. Police, driver, exit vehicle. This is law enforcement operation. Shock, confusion, fear. Some drivers knew why. Others were completely confused. What happening? Picking up passenger, vehicles were searched systematically. Trunks opened, floors checked, compartments discovered in 40% of vehicles. 4,000 drivers had modifications. 2,800 contained drugs. Average, 20 kilograms per vehicle. Total seizure, 56 tons. Street value, $2.8 billion. Largest urban drug bust in history. Drivers fell into categories. 3,000 knew about compartments. Were arrested. Charged with trafficking. Evidence was physical. Undeniable. Guilty. 2,000 drivers were exploited unknowingly. Vehicle modified without consent. These were victims. Protected. Not charged. Given new vehicles. Compensation. Support. 5,000 drivers were completely clean. No modifications. No drugs. Not targeted. Released immediately. Confusion explained. Apologies given. If you believe cartel operatives who modify vehicles without consent deserve kidnapping charges, type SWAT Power. Cartel operatives at mechanics shops were arrested. 47 shops nationwide. All raided simultaneously. Found installation equipment, modification tools, hydraulic systems, everything needed for compartment creation. Mechanics were arrested. Some were actual mechanics recruited by cartel. Others were cartel operatives posing as mechanics. All faced 20-30-year sentences. Recruiters were identified through phone records. Encrypted messages were decoded. 200 cartel recruiters arrested. These were operatives who contacted drivers, offered money, facilitated modifications, coordinated pickups. All faced RICO charges, life sentences for some, decades for others. The 3,000 drivers who knowingly participated faced harsh justice. Federal prosecutors showed no mercy. You used your vehicle as weapon, transported poison while carrying innocent passengers, put families at risk. Enhanced charges apply. Sentences ranged from 15-40 years. Commercial driver licenses revoked permanently. Careers destroyed. Lives ruined. Appropriate consequences. The 2,000 exploited drivers received protection. Federal government recognized they were victims. Vehicle modifications without consent was assault, was violation. Government provided legal defense, new vehicles, job protection, counseling. Everything needed to recover. Justice distinguished guilty from innocent. Precision was maintained. Ride-sharing companies faced scrutiny. How did 10,000 drivers get compromised? What oversight failed? Congressional hearings investigated. New regulations demanded. Enhanced driver monitoring. Vehicle inspections, background re-verification, random cargo checks. Industry transformed overnight. Technology improvements were implemented. Algorithm modifications detected unusual patterns. Frequent maintenance visits flagged. Unusual stop locations reported. Human oversight added to automated systems. Balance between efficiency and security. Future infiltration faced stronger defenses. When final assessments complete, 10,000 drivers intercepted, 3,000 arrested, 2,000 protected as victims, 56 tons drugs seized, $2.8 billion value, 247 mechanics arrested, 200 recruiters captured, 0 passenger harm. Industry-wide reforms, federal oversight permanent. This wasn't just trafficking, was exploitation of trust, of everyday services, of automated systems. Federal response was comprehensive, protected innocents, punished guilty, reformed industry, made transportation safer for everyone. 3 questions to consider. When everyday services are weaponized, should companies face liability? Should all commercial vehicles face mandatory hidden compartment scans? Can automation be secured against criminal exploitation? To 15,000 agents who executed this operation, you protected millions of passengers. You distinguished victims from criminals. You proved gig economy isn't beyond law. Your precision saved innocent drivers while capturing guilty operators. This is SWAT Power, where everyday rides hide danger, where algorithms enable crime, where federal power secures transportation, where 5-star ratings don't shield trafficking. Subscribe because criminals exploit convenience and we protect it. Like if you believe vehicle modification without consent deserves kidnapping charges. Share if you support ride-share monitoring. When your ride is weaponized, federal justice delivers. SWAT Power. Fleet seized. Victims protected. Industry secured. Every time.